There's this saying that a woman is not born one but made into a one. Something like this, which sums up that at every level, people, our society, tells us how a woman should behave. Now, the thing is, as a girl, as a woman, is an individual first, and then her gender comes into play. But more than once, her gender overshadows her individuality. This is a very wrong concept of feminism, and in this regard, according to most, a feminist is someone who hates men and who always treats men as their opponent. But in reality, a feminist is someone who wants equity, who wants to be treated as a fellow individual and not as a lesser human being. A recent example is when actress Mandira Bedi performed the last rites of her husband in jeans and a white t shirt. She was trolled because she was supposed to wear ethnic and her son was supposed to perform the last rituals because that's a man's right. As a mother, she was protective and she did not want her little one to go through that trauma, and clothing is definitely her own choice. A woman in ethnic is no way different than a woman in Western clothes. We need feminism because, for similar reasons, a man will never be trolled. We need feminism because of the whole point that for same things, a woman is labeled wrong, but a man is right. We'll get back to feminism, but before that, as women, we are always told what to wear. I 100% agree to the fact that clothes must be chosen keeping the place and the occasion in mind. But to say that as a woman, one should not wear sleeveless or shorts or, you know, Western clothes because men might feel uncomfortable or because it increases the rate of crimes against women is a very wrong notion and an extremely illogical and irrational thing to say. Because Draupadi was disrobed of a sari, a Muslim woman in burqa was raped, and a 5-year old in a nappy without any sort of sexual organ development was molested and raped too. So it's extremely important to stand up as a woman and protest against these. Be it a hijab or a bikini, it's my choice as a woman to wear that. No one is supposed to moral police me on it. When I stayed in college, there were incidents where people told me that I wasn't supposed to wear shorts or wear sleeveless inside my hostel campus. And I believed that while in Rome, you should do what Romans do. But we always had a casual conversation, and I made my point very clear that it's wrong. And not only that, it's illogical and irrational. Because every person, every girl there should know how to dress decently. And decency doesn't come from not wearing shorts or wearing sleeveless. Your clothing can still be indecent if you're completely covered. That depends. And men can still misbehave or behave inappropriately with you in spite of the fact whatever you are wearing. Also, more often than not, you hear that aged women they shouldn't dress fashionably, they shouldn't wear Western clothes, and if they do, they become the talk of the town. They become a gossip material. So, as a woman, at any age, you can wear anything you like. Your age doesn't determine the clothes you should wear. If something actually determines the choice of your clothes, that should be the place, the occasion, and the time. So, never let anyone tell you what to wear. Coming back to feminism, there is also a very wrong concept that feminists are like men. They have burnt their bras and they want to behave like men. So I am a hardcore feminist and I believe strongly that feminists and feminism is all about the fact that I retain my feminine qualities and I get the respect as an individual. If I imbibe the qualities of a man, then I am not a feminist. Then I am not fighting for my gender to get equality and equity. Then my feminism is vague. So the wrong conception about feminism is something that we all should stand up against. That I'm a female, I'm a feminist, and all I want is the other person to look above my gender and treat me as an individual. Gender equality for a sustainable tomorrow, which is the theme today. Now, inequality starts at home. As the saying goes, charity begins at home. Inequality also begins at home, and a very small example that I'll give you is when you're sitting together for lunch or for dinner, and the male member needs anything, be it salt, be it water, or anything, it's your mother or it's the female members who goes up to the kitchen and gets it. Why? Because females know the kitchen better, and no one ever bothers to address this issue. This has become so normal, and this tradition goes on and on and on. No one cares about it. It has become extremely natural, but that's wrong. Gender inequality begins when a male member of the family is very stubborn about something, and the women of the family or anyone in the family just justifies the fact, saying, boys are like that, they are stubborn. But if the girl does the same thing, or any woman does the same thing, they tell you women should be patient, women shouldn't do that, women shouldn't be stubborn, they should be shy. Basically, a woman doesn't know how she should be, but everyone else does. So, I am growing up into a woman, and I had this huge problem when my mom told me to sit properly, or those things that usually are told to you that you shouldn't talk like that. So, as a woman, I know how I should sit or how I should talk. Gender inequality comes when your bra strap is sexualized and you are body shamed for being too skinny or being too fat. Beauty is defined by your fairness, the growth of your hair, and everything external, but no one bothers what you think, what your ambitions are, how your mind is like. So, if we are to stop this inequality, we as women should know that we are much more than what others tell us. We are much more than our appearances. We are strong, we will be independent financially, mentally, emotionally, and we will grow into a beautiful individual who is strong enough to take a stand for herself and for any other woman. Also, the concept that women are damsels in distress is very vague because we are not. We are the epitome of strength and power. I always have this thought that I'll never let my daughter read fairy tales because there a prince comes to your rescue always. I want my daughter to be a warrior princess who can fight for herself and get her out of any situation. And I believe this myself that I am a warrior princess and I do not need any man to rescue me. I can help myself. If I ever have a partner, he will be just my partner where things are equal from both sides. Being a woman is difficult, but everything beautiful has to undergo difficulties. We all are evolving every day. So, on this Women's Day, to all the strong and beautiful women out there, be happy without bothering what others say because you know who you are, you know what you are. Choose yourself, fight for yourself because always remember you are a queen. Thank you.